And surprise, motherfuckers. Let me get my lips right. It's the Big Exclusive Podcast on the Surprise Wednesday night. Normally we on Tuesday nights, but guess what? The ladies took over the podcast last night, and I've been missing it. And it's some shit that I want to talk about that I need to get off my chest and shoulders. And I wanted to come on here and talk about it. So you know how we do at the Big Exclusive Network, because we own everything as a family. We come on and we do podcasts whenever the fuck we want. Seriously, I appreciate y'all locking in right now. I know it's not Tuesday night. I know y'all not used to us being on a Tuesday night, but I appreciate you being in here. Same rules apply. I'm going to ask y'all very nicely to please be sure to share the stream if you in here now. I'm asking nicely because I appreciate you, because if you locked in this early right now, you family. Two reasons we wanted to do this. Number one is because, like I said, I missed the mic. Number two, the ladies took over last night. Shout out Carmen Loren. Shout out Lady T. Shout out Tiffany Ann. Shout out Sabrine. They came in here and crushed it last night. And I decided, we're gonna come on. We got a very new member to the Big Exclusive Network. That is the Rabbit Hole 13. They will be live right after this surprise pop-up Big Exclusive podcast. So make sure you stick around after this podcast to tune into the Rabbit Hole 13. They will be live tonight at 9 p.m. Okay? 9 p.m. They will be live right after this special episode of the Big Exclusive podcast. Right now, I'm going to do a quick check-in. Tiffany Ann, what's up? Hannibal, what's up, Hannibal? They was looking for you last night on Ladies Night, bro. They was looking for you. They was looking for the best booty eater. They wanted somebody to admit to eating booty, and we could not find you. But I found out later when you commented you was off doing some overtime. So get at the bag, bro. I completely understand. Special shout out to Mimi right now on the production side of things. She is producing for the Big Exclusive Network. She is also executive of some shit. Like Mimi do a lot of things. I just want to make sure we showing love and appreciation for Mimi. But like I said, tonight is going to be a good night. It's going to be a fun night. I got my OG with me, the Angry OG. He about to pop on live. Let's bring OG in while, so I can thank the sponsors. Look at James. I'm back. I see you, bro. OG, what's up, man?
Hey now.
Hey now. Whoa. What is that? What is that on your chest?
Oh, you talking about the light?
No, not the light, the hoodie.
Oh, a little something, man.
Little hustle hard situation.
Yeah.
You out there getting that?
Chanel patch. It's a Chanel patch.
Solid. Say that then. Miss Antoinette Clark, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you for locking into the Big Exclusive Podcast. Make sure you tell a friend that it's them again. If you in here live, don't be a lurker. Say hello. Wave hi. Say hi. Make sure you sharing the stream. Let's show some love to our sponsors right quick. First and foremost, we're going to show some love to Maywa Cosmetics. That is Maywa by Kayla. That is my older 10-year-old daughter doing her thing. She's making lip gloss, lip balm, lip scrub, lip oil. She's also making body mist and body butter for the young lady bosses that's in charge. Adults, you can use it too. As a matter of fact, adults love her lip gloss because it comes with a stick and you just pull it out, whoop, whoop, bam, put it back in, and you good to go. Shout out to the youngest in charge and a very special happy belated birthday to my youngest daughter, Cameron, owner of Little Exclusive Bakery, home of the best chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, and chocolate chip toffee cookies you've ever had in your life. You don't believe me? Head over to our other sponsor, iCraftMart.com, and put you an order in. Once you taste them, I promise you, you will be hooked. That's www.icraftmart.com. Locally crafted goods, basically made by us for us. Get everything from shea butter to lotion to organic and vegan soaps. You can even go over there. It's a 99-cent bookstore. So if you're looking to change your lifestyle, you want to go vegan or any other type of lifestyle change, there's a 99-cent book over there at iCraftMart.com. Show our sponsors some love. Fat Gene Activated. That's the show where OG and I go to different places and try different foods and see if those foods activate our fat gene. There is one episode up right now on YouTube. Just go to the Big Exclusive Network on YouTube or just search Big Exclusive. It should come right up. Watch that episode of Fat Gene Activated. We tried pickle hoagies. You want to know whether or not they're good? Head over there. Check out Fat Gene Activated. New edition. I just told y'all about the Rabbit Hole 13 each and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. We got another new edition. We got Miss Lashia at Think Different TV every Monday night at 9 o'clock. Be sure to check in with her every Monday night at 9 o'clock. Sunday nights at 9. Tune into Bredren Samuels, the Urban Love Doctor. Tune in to BS hosted by Bredren Samuels. I think Poppy Montega does the intro to that show. We got the highly anticipated Foreplay with B starting Thursday night at 9 p.m. Y'all see it, man. Y'all see it. I hope to see each and every one of y'all over there tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Please be sure to tell your friends. Ladies, I promise you, you won't want to miss this. And let's not forget our other brother, Big Roll, keeping it real with Big Roll in the mornings, each and every morning, basically weekdays at 9 a.m. And let's see who else we got. Miss Kilolo. Hey, Sharon. She said, hello, Big Shannon. Sharon says, I want to eat too. Nana Peace, good evening. She calls me Chrissy Uncle. Good evening, Nana Peace. I am more than just Chrissy Uncle. I love being Chrissy Uncle. She's my namesake. She her name is Christine Shannon. So, Antoinette, I definitely got to get me and mine some. Definitely. You head over to the website, put your order in. And last but not least, let's show some love to our other castmate. He is currently not here. He is on the road, about to go do his comedy Thug Thizzle. Top Flight got a special coming up. He's taping and all that. Take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Nonstop Comedy presents Delayed Flight, live comedy special taping, starring comedian Top Flight, hosted by comedian Mac Page, at Black's Blue Social, located inside the Clarion Hotel in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Showtimes: November 4th at 8 p.m., November 5th, 7 p.m. and 9:30 p.m., November 6th at 7 p.m. Boarding passes are only $35 and available through Eventbrite, Zelle, and Cash App. Don't miss your chance to be a part of history. Let's get ready for takeoff.
Fly away, fly away, fly away. There we is. Keeping it real with Big Roll in the morning, live streaming on Facebook and YouTube on the Big Exclusive Network at 9 a.m. weekdays. Y'all never tune in the Big Roll show. You're missing out. That was funny as hell. Sharon, you knew, so I got something for you. I hope you get a laugh out of this. Starting off early. OG, you look like a you can't even see your silhouette right now, bro.
You're supposed to. This is a special edition.
It's dark in that motherfucker.
It's a special edition. And I'm on the run.
But who are you?
Dark man.
You don't dictate to me. I'm Floyd motherfucking Henderson.
My guy Patrick in the building. Pat, what up? Pat,
That's
you
a
new.
new
This your
one
first
too.
time.
You get one too.
Yeah,
get one?
it's the first time coming, Pat. You get one of these. Hilarious. So let's get into it, man. We got some people in here right now. I'm gonna ask all y'all to tag somebody right quick, tag a friend, just hit the @ button in Facebook and start typing their name. Matter of fact, the first 5 people that come up, just tag them in. We're gonna have some fun tonight. And again, following us immediately will be the Rabbit Hole 13 live at 9 p.m. on the Big Exclusive Network. I hope you guys stick around for that. Tiff said that does not get old. Tiffany, it does not get old. I promise you, I crack up every single time. I be praying new people come in just so we can play that clip.
And if they don't come in, you still got to give them one for the culture. If nobody don't come in,
If nobody come in, you definitely know we got to give them one for the culture, bro. It's not even up for debate. It's gotta go down at least. Look, minimum 5 times per show.
5 times, man.
Minimum 5 times per show. OG, how'd you feel about ladies' night last night?
It was okay. It was a lot of lying going on, but you know how
Oh, Liza Minnelli.
It wasn't really. They wasn't lying. They just be delusional at times. That's all. It was fun. It definitely was fun though.
Someone was lying, bro. Liza Minnelli was most certainly in the guy.
Was in the building, man.
Listen.
It was fun though. It was fun.
I got to get a shout out, because it was definitely fun. But at the same time, I'm sitting here looking at this shit like, why you always lying? Look at Tiff. Tiff took it personal. I ain't never lied.
Tiff called the ball and the strike a strike.
Tiff, if it's all right, I'm gonna say this. I wish we had a lot more Tiffany Ann's. I'll say that.
That's it. That's all that need to be said.
That's all that need to be said. I wish we had a lot more Tiffany Ann's walking around here. But the ladies did a great job. I can't wait to do ladies' night again. I'm not sure who'll be participating in this ladies' night. Mike Montgomery, he kicking the door.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a lot of capping.
Yep,
he saw it.
Mike was there for it.
Mike
was there for it.
Yeah, Mike saw Capadonna.
Mm-hmm.
He saw Captain America in them.
Uh-huh.
But with that being said, man, I think the ladies did a great job. I can't wait to do another ladies' night. But I'm going to tell you what, bro. Here's what I'm going to do from now on, right? Lisa Carter, what's going on? What I'm going to do from now on, bro, is ladies' night is going to be its own one-off episode. They're not going to take over the show. When I tell you I was missing the mic last night, bro. I mean, every time they start capping, I wanted to.
That's what I'm saying. You can't really do nothing like typing this shit in, man.
Right. Like I wanted to jump
bust up in the motherfucker, man.
I wanted to bust up in the motherfucker. Exactly. That's exactly what I wanted to do, bro. I wanted to bust up in the motherfucker. So we carried over a couple topics from last night. Key Lolo said, me and my cousin Lillian need to be hosts. You know what? Mike, you right. That's a good one, Mike. Mimi, star that comment. I need to save that comment.
Cat button.
Mike said you need a cat button. We
bust a cat in her ass.
Bust a cap in their ass for lying, for fraud. But we carried over a couple conversations from a couple topics from last night that I wanted to get into. But I'm gonna tell you this: everybody who knows me and OG, I say it all the time. Me and this nigga talk every day. And a lot of times, see, y'all think it just be all fun and games. We argue, we fight, we disagree. But the nigga damn near killed me yesterday. He damn near murdered me, and I want to tell y'all the story. So,
out of pocket.
They need to know. They need to know how you almost ended my life in Wawa. This nigga almost ended my life in Wawa. So Everybody know how much I love my baby. School bus has been acting crazy, so I just been going up to the school to pick my daughters up. Go up to the school, pick my girls up. Lo and behold, guess who called my phone? Guess who called? Shout out to everybody tuned in. We got 15 shares. I appreciate all the shares. Look at Sharon Kilo as I sharpen my knife. What you going to do tonight? So we get the Wawa. Matter of fact, he calls my phone. We pull it in the Wawa. He speaks to my babies. They speak back to the OG. I put it in my AirPod because we get ready to get out the car, walk in the store. So we talking about business. Like OG and I just don't have the podcast in common. We actually have actual business together, from merchandising to the network to the podcast to now Mastermind Credit Game, right? So those of you who know, if you know, you know. Tiffany Ann knows. We've been helping Tiffany Ann, you know what I mean, get ready to build her business credit, boosting her credit score and all that stuff. That's when you hear Tiffany Ann say Mastermind Credit Game, that's what she talk about. We just here to help you as well. Bianca Monroe, B, what's up, B? Look forward to seeing you. So, it was boiling that damn cat. So look, let me get to it. I'm gonna stop reading the comments for a second. Let me get into it. So, OG, we on the phone talking about Mastermind Credit Game shit, right? So this nigga it's basically Ahmed and I co-own the situation. We just brought OG in, so OG own a third of the situation now. So we talk about, now mind you, he done bought into the idea. He believed he not only the owner, he a fucking client of the company. So now keep that in mind. He not only an owner in the company, he's also a client in the company. So we talk about the founder now, Ahmed. So Ahmed Fareed. So he the founder. So he proceeded to tell me, like, yo, I hope Ahmed can do everything he say he gonna do. So I'm like, yeah, of course he can. Like, it's empirical evidence that the shit works and that people are doing it. Just ask Tiffany and myself is doing it. Monique.
But that's not what I said. I said for some people, seeing is believing, man.
Listen though. Right. So for some people, seeing is believing. Cool. So this nigga gonna say, he gonna say, I don't got Ahmed as a swindler, but you known him longer than me. He basically called the founding owner of the company.
I didn't call him no swindler, man.
He didn't call him a swindler. He put the onus on me.
I said, but you know him better than me.
This bitch gonna say, so here's in essence what he did, right? If something go wrong or the shit go down, he gonna put his hands up and give himself up and be like, yo, they over there. You can come from under the car. They got us. They got us. So he absolved himself from any fucking accountability if anything go wrong with the company. The motherfucker gonna say, I don't got him being a swindler. But you know him better than I do. He a piece of shit with corn in it for saying some nut ass shit like that. When I tell you, I ain't stopped laughing. Look, I'm in Wawa losing my shit. My kids like, Daddy, what's up with you? Like, yo, you drawn. Like, you can't be laughing like that all out. I'm literally trying to catch my breath, having an asthma attack in Wawa. This nigga tried to kill me in Wawa. Know what to say out his fucking mouth. He always take the shit too far. If you don't believe me, go back to Roll episode he did today. Right? He said some shit on there that I refuse to repeat on this podcast.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Go back to my page or Roll page and look out, or even Big Exclusive Network on YouTube. Go check out this episode this morning. This nigga says some shit so foul.
I don't recall saying nothing foul, man.
I know you don't. You never do. You never fucking do, bro. You never do. You never do. Make sure y'all follow us at Big Exclusive Podcast.
Yo, somebody said, so don't put them on speaker, Solid.
Sharon, no. No, do not put him on speaker.
When I called you today, you was like, yo, I got the kids in the car with me and you on Bluetooth.
Yes. You got to tell him, listen, if you connect it or you put him on or you FaceTime or anything like that where he can be on speaker, don't even say hi. Just say, yo, you on speaker. I picked up the phone today in the car. I said, yo, the kids is in the car, bro. He like, oh, hey. Hey, y'all. Y'all want me to be y'all bus driver? But that's how this nigga almost killed me. And he about to fuck up the business. Talking crazy. Coldest Mika ever. What's up? I appreciate you locking in. Yeah, Lisa, everybody got that one goddamn friend who just don't know how to act.
I know how to act though, man.
With that being said, OG, one of the topics that, because I called him this morning.
Man, you called me at 7:30 in the morning.
Fuming.
What's wrong with you?
First of all, listen, it be nights you call me like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Talk about, no, bitch, I know you wasn't asleep. You don't sleep. I'm like, yo, how the fuck you know I ain't knocked out? He like, no, bitch, you don't sleep. You just know I don't sleep. I don't get no rest. He called just whenever he want. So it's my turn. I hit him 7:30 this morning. I said,
going down 95. I'm like, what the fuck is up? Like,
yeah, I said, yo.
Answer the phone.
I was fuming.
Yeah.
I was, because I went down that rabbit hole, right? I remember you telling me about the situation with Nia Long and Ime Udoka, right? Yeah, Melly, OG catching verbal bodies. He definitely that comment this morning. I couldn't believe he said
almost
that.
Killed Roll last week and shit.
He almost killed Roll last week. Yup. Because he always take it too far. So, first of all, it's a lot to unpack with the Nia Long and Ime Udoka situation. OG, give him some quick background real quick. I'll be right back.
Well, they brung it out. They basically named Main Man, saying they suspended him because he violated a team rule for having, I guess, a relationship with somebody in the company or whatever. So they put him on blast, and they basically protected the women that he was in these consensual relationships with. And my thing is, if you're going to put him out there for having a consensual relationship, why are you not naming the females? And actually, he's not married. He's just somebody's fiance. One of the women are actually married. But
so let's take a step back for a second. Because when the story initially broke, niggas across the country, heads exploded.
Yeah.
Their heads exploded.
And they was just dragging bull.
They was just dragging. Oh, you a dickhead. How you cheat on Nia Long. Nia Long is gorgeous. I had a crush on her since 8th grade. It's Nia Long. She been in 99 rap songs. It's Nia Long. She bad than a motherfucker. So I was annoyed with that rhetoric. So because a motherfucker look a certain way, they not susceptible to human behavior. So because it's Nia Long, you can't cheat on Nia Long. Nia Long piss and shit like everybody else.
She put her pants up one leg at a time like everybody
one leg at a time like everybody else. And here's my problem. The world, they were so shocked. And they forgot that Halle Berry got cheated on.
Beyonce allegedly.
No, not allegedly. Dude admitted that shit in the song, bro. Some of the most beautiful women, Heidi Klum.
It ain't got nothing to do with their looks, though.
It don't have nothing to do with their looks. So my problem with this whole situation, yeah, Brandy, we snuck up. We snuck a podcast in tonight. We snuck one in. What Sharon say? Us coochie carriers Know y'all cock carriers. Check. Because the day ended with a Y. Cheat, I guess she's saying. We cheat because the day ended with a Y. Now, Sharon, I'm gonna tell you.
With, though? Who did
I'm
we
gonna
cheat
tell
with?
you. Relax for a second, because we found out last night, okay, that y'all cheat just as much as we cheat, if not more. And y'all do it. So here's the thing. While you trying to take up for y'all coochie carriers, who is these men putting their penis in? Coochie carriers.
Your fellow females.
Exactly. So I
want
to
say dragging them.
I want to say this. Nia Long is beautiful. She's been beautiful for a long time. But here's what you don't know. What none of us know, because we've never been with Nia Long.
How she is and how she is.
This isn't her first time getting cheated on.
Nope, okay? It won't be the last.
You don't know if she's boring in bed, corny in bed.
We don't even know what kind of relationship they having.
We don't. It could have been an open relationship.
Yeah, they didn't say shit yet.
Nobody said anything. So we can't be running around here bunny hopping and jumping to conclusions. But here's the thing. None of the men know how she is as a lover. Okay. It's funny you should say that, Sharon. You should have been around for ladies' night last night, because that's the exact same thing OG said.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
And the ladies,
they had to get their lick back first.
With the exception of maybe one, said, no, I'm going to get my lick back and I'm going to be happy doing it.
Exactly.
So you didn't even have to have proof that your nigga cheated.
Yep.
You could be speculating or assuming that man cheated.
You got to get your lick back.
You getting your lick back.
So why not leave?
Who you are?
Why not leave?
And
what did I say? So you're gonna go outside of who you are as a woman?
That's exactly
because somebody
what you
cheated.
said. That's exactly what you said.
I got to get my lick back. He got to feel the way I felt.
That she verbatim. He gonna have to cry like I cried.
Yep.
Verbatim. This is without any proof of anything. He gonna cry like I had to cry. That's crazy to me. So for people, for men especially, to be up in arms about Nia Long being so beautiful and how they would never cheat on her, I'm calling bullshit on all you raggedy bullshit ass niggas.
And let me give you my reason why I'm gonna call bullshit on it.
Talk to him.
I asked somebody, who was the baddest chick you ever dealt with? And they named her. So I'm like, well, that was your Nia Long, right? Mm-hmm. He was like, yeah. I said, but you fucking cheated on her though. How did you cheat on her?
Facts. Almost every man has had their Nia Long. Almost every man has had that woman that they thought about, lusted after, surprised they fucking got her, right?
Yep.
Didn't get her and still do what? Mistreat her, cheat on her. And you know what the excuse is? The excuse is always the same. It's always the same. Motherfuckers get bored, man. Motherfuckers, they cheat to see if they still got it. You ever see a motherfucker with a badass woman, and then the woman that they cheat with, you be like, damn, why he downgrade like that?
With a deuce.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you what that deuce doing that dime ain't doing.
Mm-hmm. Hanging from the ceiling,
sucking the golf ball through a water hose.
A garden hose.
A garden hose. That deuce dropping it like it's hot any and everywhere. That deuce trying to prove a point. You understand?
She got to overcome the fact. She got to do all that to overcome the fact that she a deuce.
Talk to him, OG. Talk to him. Because there's no way that men are so clouded by the celebrity and the beauty of Nia Long that they not thinking realistically and being in fucking reality. Sharon, I'm about to send you the link. Sharon. Because you talking about Shannon, really? Come on with it.
Yeah, really.
Matter of fact, drop the link in the chat. Sharon, you can come on and say what you got to say. Because I'm curious now. Because the bullshit, how they used to say, OG, the bullshit ain't nothing. The bullshit ain't nothing.
The bullshit ain't nothing.
Look, Brandy said y'all delivering these opinions like a Sunday service.
Hey, that's what it is.
Hey, Sharon, click the link. Click the link.
And a lot of them is not opinions. Like we basically putting out there what y'all put out there last night, Brandy. You was the main one that had to get your lick back. You was one of them that had to get your lick back, Brandy, remember?
Yeah, Brandy was on board. It's right there, Sharon. It's right above the comment you just made. Just click on it, come backstage. Melly said, let's not forget the other side. If the man didn't actually cheat and the woman actually did because she reacted too quick, then it's supposed to be excused because she said it? Fuck no. Sharon said, I'm almost 52. Fuck a lick. Brandy, I'm getting my lick back. Always will.
Yep. And I ain't even mad at you though,
Defend
Brandy,
it.
because that's Brandy's truth.
That's her truth. And everybody's supposed to live in their truth. I always say this on the
Exactly.
show too. You can verify this, OG. I always say we are the sum total of our experiences. If she hasn't had an experience where she didn't feel the need to get a lick back because
Exactly.
there was no lick to get back, she wouldn't feel that way. Until she has that experience, there's no way for her to feel otherwise. And I respect that. I definitely respect that. Karima Campbell, how you doing tonight? She said, Nia old to him, set in her ways, probably not adventurous in any way because all these years her status has been getting her by. Maybe he needed a whore at home and Nia wasn't complying. Communication is everything. That's another one, right?
Yeah.
You know what that do to your mental for motherfuckers your whole life to lust after you, to fawn after you, to tell you I'll give you anything
she probably
you
feel
want.
like I ain't really got to do shit.
All she got to do is show up. That's probably how she
Yeah.
feel. All she got to do is probably show up. Now, I'm not trying to dog Nia Long. As far as I know, she could be a dud. She could be, a dead fish, or she could be the biggest freak of the week. Dude,
guess what? I'll run down on her.
Still,
Yeah.
still, she'll get. I will run, Nia, lady. At 50, whatever years old, I will still run.
She's
down
51.
on her. 51, I will still run down on her. But the point I'm trying to make is stop putting these people on the pedestal.
The pedestal is a
they look a
motherfucker, man.
certain way, like they
The
don't suffer from the human experience as well.
The pedestal is a motherfucker, man.
That is insane to me. Stop the dumb shit. Here's another thing I always say, and y'all be killing me for this. Because most people think that you cannot separate the person from the art. You're not going to tell me not to play R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you say. You're not going to tell me to stop watching the Cosby Show or A Different World or the Cosby cartoon and Fat Albert. You're not going to stop me from doing none of that monkey
But you listen to the Pledge of Allegiance, though. The Star Spangled Banner. You listen to that shit.
I am capable of separating the art from the person.
Exactly.
If you really knew what these artists and actors and actresses and entertainers and athletes was doing behind the scenes, you really think these motherfuckers would still be in the position that they in? From drugs to alcohol to rape to abuse.
You got to
There
say
would be nobody left. Because y'all keep forgetting the fact that these motherfuckers is human. They still people.
Yep.
These motherfuckers is not above.
But that pedestal is a motherfucker, man. You put somebody on that pedestal, and they got that Iron Man shit. Like,
you can't do it. And every person in Hollywood who's had a career, at minimum 5 to 10 years, they will tell you they build you up just to tear you down.
They eat you up
because
and
the rise,
chew you up and spit you the fuck out.
The rise is entertaining, but the fall is more entertaining.
It's more, yep.
because they love to be. They love to
They
be.
they love to see that shit.
They love Mimi. We got a new one, Miss Samara Hart. I was going to call you Mika.
We got one. We got one.
We got one, Mimi.
To the new people.
Mimi about to get us kicked off the street.
Yeah, Mimi lunching and shit. Mimi was mid laugh and forgot to hit the button and shit.
Meek, that one was for you. But yeah, stop putting people on a pedestal. Learn how to separate the art from the person. Now I hear people argue about that. The arguments I get from that, when I tell people I'm still going to listen to R. Kelly, I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to watch Bill Cosby. I don't give a fuck. Who was that other person?
Shaq shit was the
they asked
comment about Shaq. Shaq kept it a bean though. Shaq said I was a serial cheater, so I ain't no way in the world I could comment on this shit.
They asked Shaq to comment on the infidelity of the coach. He said he's not in position to comment because he himself is a serial cheater and would be blasphemous if he said anything. Yep. Keep it a G, Shaq. That's why I fuck with Shaq.
I saw that shit.
The big Aristotle. Mm-hmm. I knew him when he was the big Aristotle. They missed that one. So which leads me to my next point about this whole Nia Long, Ime Udoka thing. Let's talk about Ime Udoka for a second, OG. I am completely fine with him being disciplined for breaking policy.
Yeah.
Breaking the team policy. I try to teach my daughters. I learned this the hard way myself. You know where we grew up at.
It's the consequences of your actions. That's all.
Right. You break the rules, there's a price to pay.
Yeah.
Right? If you're going to be brave enough to break the law, be brave enough to accept the consequences that come with breaking the law. Okay? You can't have one without the other. If you're going to sign the contract that says you're going to adhere to this policy by the letter, when you break policy, they have every right to discipline you. Here's where I have a problem with the discipline. Here's where I have the problem with the motherfucker.
It was more than one person in this equation. Only one person got disciplined.
Let's talk about it. Because that was the second thing. But since you said it, let's talk about it.
Why he the only one get disciplined?
Let's keep it all the way 1,000. We're gonna keep it 1,000. Wow. Who say that? E40? We're gonna keep it 1,000. Wow. Ime Udoka did not cheat with some random on the street because he wouldn't have been breaking policy if it was a random on the street. He broke policy when he fraternized and had an alleged affair with other employees of the organization. You heard what I said. Other
employees.
Women employees
of
the organization.
He's the only employee that was disciplined for said action, though.
This man's face. Now, how did it get out? Let's start there. How did it get out?
Yeah.
How did it get out? The Boston Celtics.
Allegedly, it was leaked out first.
By the Boston Celtics, the organization.
Yeah.
Leaked that shit out. What happened? That man went ultra viral, super trending. His face was on every blog, every outlet, not even sports related. You know why? Because the person that he was in a relationship with, not married, he was in a relationship with, they were engaged, was a film star, an actress, Nia Long. Let's come back now. This man's face was plastered across the world. The shit made international news. You know how I know? Because I got the Fire Stick. And from time to time, I go on to Canadian TV, Montreal, Quebec, to be more specific. I got friends up there. So I went to check their news to see if the shit made it up there. Lo and behold, it made it internet. So it's an international story. The only face of this story was Ime Udoka. Now, and again, the women he had the alleged affairs with were employees of the Boston Celtics. Because again, if this was random women on the street, he didn't break policy. He's just a cheater, just a piece of shit at that point.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. But they were employees of the organization. There's whispers about it being a player's
wife and the VP's wife.
Wife of operate something like that. Wife, right? So now, if it was the player's wife, she has nothing to do with that. She didn't break policy, right? She committed adultery. She didn't break policy. So I can understand them not plastering her face. She is citizen. She's outside the scope of the policy. Ray Lamar, what's up, bro? Ray, don't forget, I want you to come on the show, man, and promo your next gig coming up. I think it's the Masquerade joint, if I'm not mistaken. So now, but that VP wife he allegedly had an affair with,
to get named.
She is an employee of the Celtics.
She's supposed to get named.
Her face was supposed to be plastered.
And she was actually married.
And she's married. You saying the VP wife isn't though? Melly, that's not what I read.
So how did he?
That's not what I read.
Who did he break the policy with then?
So if that's the case, how did he break
the policy with? Yeah,
it had to be an employee.
Yeah. So who would he break the policy with?
Because another one, right, was allegedly the assistant. The assistant was helping Nia Long with the move to come to Boston. So it should be two women plastered internationally like this man's face is plastered internationally.
They protected him like they a victim of
like Sharon said, because he's a cock carrier, he gotta bear the grunt of this whole situation.
It was a consensual relationship though. So she don't have no fault in it.
Hold on now.
She don't have no fault for cheating on her husband.
Hold on now. Because somebody doubled back and said, oh, it wasn't consensual. Who do you think?
Why he ain't charged then?
Why he
not charged?
This man hasn't been charged with anything because cheating isn't a crime, right? The Celtics was able to discipline him because he broke policy. Mike said they showed the black woman but kept the white lady out of it.
Yeah, because they're gonna protect their own.
That first lady that
somebody just made that shit up.
That wasn't even one of the women he allegedly.
The internet just threw that shit out there.
They just put that out there, which is another mistake the Boston Celtics made by not naming these women.
Now
everybody wants to know.
It's under speculation,
it's speculation.
Yeah.
It absolutely is.
So you're gonna get mad because people speculating, but you you the one created that narrative. You're gonna put them out there and nobody else. So what you think they're gonna do? Try to find out who the woman is.
Brandy has a good question. Why name all the women?
Why name him?
The point.
Why name him?
Here's the thing, Brandy, and here's
y'all want equality, right? Why name him?
Exactly. But not only that, we have to talk about accountability.
Exactly.
So if this man broke policy, he wasn't the only one who broke the policy. And when they asked the GM of the Celtics, will the women be facing any disciplinary action? He said no.
Why is that? If y'all both employees and y'all broke the policy,
is that fair, Brandy?
If y'all both broke policy, why only one person is disciplined? If y'all both broke the policy, it's not two separate policies.
Sharon said because he's in a position of power.
She's not in a position of power over her though. Not over her. He's not.
Didn't force her.
He coached basketball.
It was consensual.
Yeah.
It was consensual. They both made a decision.
as consenting adults. See how they
As
try to
consent-
absolve the woman of
So-
all accountability?
So here's the thing. Let me put it to you like this. It wasn't a crime. But what happens if I take my woman on a robbery, a breaking and entering? Brandy, I run up in your house. Me and her decide to run up in your house, rob your house. You catch us on camera. You gonna say, "Oh no, let the woman go"?
Yeah, how
Just
about
him.
that?
Just him. He probably
Mhm.
made her do it. So just he can go to jail. Is that how that worked? I'm curious. So women don't get accountability?
At all. Not in their book. Not in the eyes of other women.
That's not weird. Like,
You see how they coming up with all these scenarios to let the woman off the hook? What's weird is you can't see the fact that, if two people do something, it should be punishable for both of them, not just one.
Sharon makes a good point. Sharon said, I say the same thing if it was the WNBA. So if the woman was in power and she had consensual sex with two male staffers, in your honest opinion, keep it 100.
Ain't nothing gonna happen. Nothing is gonna happen.
Hey, you see what Sharon said? Nope, I agree. Both are liable. The organization is afraid. RJ Mack. Hey,
How can she sue?
Give him
How
one,
can she
Mimi.
sue?
RJ Mack is in here.
That's how we welcome you to the show, RJ Mack.
RJ, that's your welcome to the show, bro.
But so RJ Mack, how's she gonna sue if she basically signed on to work at that company and be held underneath that policy that prohibits you from having sexual relationships with other employees?
So
She signed that.
Brandy makes a great point. Give me Brandy's comment. Brandy makes a great point, and I want to address that. Brandy said, we are not saying they are not accountable. He is the face of the team. As the face of the team, you got to take the rap.
No, you don't. No,
Brandy,
you don't.
That is a great comment. And that's that just like I agree with you to an extent, right? Because quarterbacks get all the glory. There's 11 men on the field. So when shit go bad, quarterbacks take the grunt, right? But what message are we sending to every other organization and professional sports and
no accountability
the
at all.
Workplace going down if it's okay for, like you say, the face of anything to take the full rap and nobody else be held accountable? So, Brandy, if you saying don't splatter stay face all around the international news, but yes, fire them, take half their salary. I'm sorry, suspend them, take half their salary indefinitely. Is that what you're saying?
Nothing is happening to them. Nothing.
He said there is zero disciplinary action going to happen to these women. None. Ray says, Ray says, because they are thinking the women are victims, understandable in these days and times, but it was consensual. That's the part they skip over.
Well, how can you think somebody a victim?
In this Me Too movement, the accusation is enough to ruin your life, not your career, your life. And we about to get into why this shit possibly ruined this man's life.
Ruined his life. He'll never get another job.
But at the end of the day, I'm fair. I want to play it straight down the middle. Women want equality. They want to be treated the same, and they also want to be protected. Don't do fuck shit and expect not for consequences not to happen to you. And you know why I'm fighting for these women to be held accountable so hard is because, not in my experience, but what I've seen across this nation is women make accusations that fuck up people's lives. And then there's no retraction. There's no way for this man to get his life back. or nothing. It's men who have taken care of kids for X amount of years because a woman lied and said, that's your kid.
Yep.
They get no consequences for that shit whatsoever. A woman can cry rape and be believed. We should never victimize.
Remember Brian Banks? Brian Banks was a college football player. On his way to the NFL was going to be a first-round draft pick. The girl said he raped her. He got found guilty. She ended up getting over $2 million in a settlement or whatever. Come to find out, they got her on tape saying that she made the whole thing up.
He made the whole thing up, bro.
Main man never got another shot. His life was destroyed. Now, what do you do about that?
They are not holding women accountable. And I just don't think that sends a good message to the rest of the country or internationally, because women can say anything they want. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all about protecting black women. One of my very first episodes
when they need it,
symposium
when they supposed
about
when it's
how
warranted.
to protect black women. I do this shit on the regular. You can ask any woman in the chat who's had any interaction with me whatsoever, what type of person, what type of man I am. Feel free to put it in the chat. I don't cap on here. This shit is my therapy, okay? But when women can get away with making an accusation, destroying men's lives, I give you another example that's just fucking cooking my brain right now. A woman accused a man of being a father. Had this man on child support. DNA test comes back.
He still got to pay.
He still got to
pay.
He still got to pay child support. So the kid is 18 and it's not his kid. And she knew this. She was laughing.
He still got to pay.
Sharon, you say show up to court and prove otherwise? Here's the thing. When a man is found innocent, you know how much coverage that gets?
But guess, she's saying show up to court and prove otherwise. How about there's people out here that can't even afford a fucking lawyer? And they in some shit that they ain't got no business being in. So you're going to show up to court with a public defender and you're going to jail for something you didn't do.
How about that? How about that? RJ, he did show up to court. Facts. Start sending these women to jail.
Whatever time,
that's the deterrent.
Whatever time the person was facing
Sharon,
the fucking female.
It doesn't matter if he signed the birth certificate.
It don't matter if he signed shit. It's shown that he's not the father on the test.
Thank you. Thank you. That is wild to me.
Yeah.
That's justification.
And matter of fact, the one he talking about, the dude didn't sleep with the woman. This is a totally different person. And I saw this one that R. Mac talking about. He never even slept with the fucking lady. What happened was he had got some settlement money from his family, and she found out about it or whatever. It's a white, and this dude is a white dude, and he paying.
I don't want to argue semantics. My point is, because I need to move on to this next situation, the next part of this story. Basically, what I'm saying is women should not escape accountability. It sends the wrong message.
Bottom line.
Bottom line.
And you can close it out on that.
That's it for that. Now, the last part to this story, which really had me motherfucking fuming. OG will tell you this morning, I was in my bag. Right? I said, OG, it's some racist shit going on with this story.
It's in Boston, man.
He said, man, Boston been racist. Wait, let me read Mike's comment. I don't want Mimi, let me get Mike's comment. Mike Montgomery. Boston tried to get ahead of the situation. It backfired completely because there's more to the story, so we're debating and don't know all the details. He only got exposed because he's dating Nia. Yep. He ain't the first NBA coach in the NBA. Hey,
man,
Mike.
Remember Derek Fisher was fucking everybody's wife. So he was a coach.
Crazy, right? Crazy.
Well, he was a coach.
So now, here's the shit that sent me into a tailspin, sent me into the tizzy. So this, I had said to you early on, if this man is guilty of breaking policy by all means. Now, I got this from Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. reported it. Stephen A. said, if he broke policy, fire the man. I'm completely okay with them firing that man.
And leave it alone.
But if you're not going to fire him, handle it in-house as a private matter. Yep. Don't leak the shit. Not only did Boston leak it, but they didn't fire him.
Yeah, now he's suspended for a year.
Indefinitely.
Indefinitely. They took half his money from this year.
So now,
in limbo.
Imagine being an NBA head coach, you had some indiscretion, but you live in Iran, Iraq, or any of that shit over there, right? Had to get my hot tea on. I'm getting chastised in the chat. You get suspended indefinitely and they taking half your salary, right? How is that fair to that man when it comes to his career? Last I checked, we live in America, right? Everybody deserves a second chance.
Second chance.
So his contract, I believe, is 3 or 4 more years left on his contract.
I think that's true.
Huh?
I believe that's true.
So I believe that if they suspended him indefinitely, like I heard was reported by Stephen A., that means for the next 3 to 4 years, he is unemployed, can't get a job coaching in the NBA, and only getting half of his salary. And realistically, Boston could take all of his salary.
Yep.
They could take all of that man's salary. So right now, they about to make this motherfucker do a bid without the ability to work in the NBA, doing what he loved to do. Now, by all means, he guilty. Like, bro, you got to know better. You got to keep your dick in your pants.
You got to pay some kind of price. But you penalizing him more than you penalizing a motherfucker that committed a crime.
This man. Now, again, I will say this. Mike just said we don't know the full story. I don't know the full story, but based off the information that we currently have, September 28th, 7:59, 2022. That man did not commit no crime. Adultery is not
a crime. And it's not adultery if you ain't married.
That man single as a dollar bill.
The woman committed adultery because she's married.
I'm trying to understand. This is unprecedented.
Yeah.
This hasn't happened before. This hasn't happened to any other. Motherfuckers was just getting fired. You might get suspended for 20 games, half a season. You might get suspended till All-Star break. They suspended this man indefinitely, taking half of his salary, and then they're not telling him anything after that. They leaving the shit open-ended. So ultimately, they just leaving that man in limbo.
They didn't even say what he needed to do to be able to be reinstated.
If he's ever even eligible to be reinstated, bro.
They're not saying that, yeah.
They're not saying. Christine, cheating is morally wrong, but far from a damn crime. Absolutely. RJ Mack said he was saying the same as you. Let me go back. He was saying the same as you, but retracted his defense of the coach. Matt said it's way more to the story. Oh, you talking about Matt Barnes?
Matt Barnes.
Yeah. Now, again, Matt Barnes is privy to that information, Matt. But my opinion, as it stands,
so is Big Perk.
So is Big Perk. But still, my opinion, as it stands, without that information, that's how I feel. We can revisit this when all the information comes out.
Now, if it come out that he committed a crime, then it changes.
He deserves
then,
all that.
But until then, it don't
did it.
change.
He got to take that. He still got to take the punishment, in my opinion.
Exactly.
I'm not absolving him of accountability. The issue that I have,
he broke the policy. You got to pay for it. That's all.
Is the way that they're disciplining this man. It's
because he's in Boston. If he was white.
So Mike Montgomery is a basketball head. RJ Mack, you seem to be knowledgeable. I want to ask y'all to drop it in the chat. What else do you think could be out there that would be like mind-blowing enough for this type of disciplinary action? I'm just curious. Talk to me, Mike. Talk to me, RJ. I want to know what y'all think is big enough or scandalous enough for this type of disciplinary action. Fire the man. Don't pay him no more.
Yeah,
get him
just
off
walk
the
away
book.
from it. Yeah.
Cut ties. Why are you holding them under your thumb? To me, it feels like, yo, you made a mistake, and all he did was fuck.
Yeah.
All he did was fuck. As a single man. And it feels like y'all got y'all foot on this man that even if it came out, he fucked 30 of them in the organization. It's still just sex.
No crime.
It's not a crime. Why do y'all feel the need to have y'all foot on this man's neck? RJ said, I was in the military with men and women, seeing some crazy stuff. Bro, if you ever feel like you want to talk about it, come on over, man. You can always come in, be a guest. Let's talk about it. Melly Shuley, y'all skipping my comments, and I'm hot about all this ish. Because non-accountability is so triggering to me, it's crazy. RJ, she could have tried to end it, but kept harassing her. So now, all right, let's go with that, RJ. Let's go with that. Let's say he was harassing her, as you would say, right? She was saying no, and he kept saying, come on, let's get it in, right? At what point are you responsible for reporting that behavior to authorities? Okay? So now let's take it even a step further. Because at some point they had sex. Was it rape then? Or did you just give in? Let me say this real quick. Salute to RJ Matt. Salute to Sharon Kilolo Jackson. I'm sorry, Kardashian Jackson, for y'all service in the military. We appreciate y'all. I definitely appreciate y'all service. I'm glad y'all made it back home. I hope you don't have any PSD. If there's anything we could do to help, count on the Big Exclusive Network, Big Exclusive Podcast. Sharon said that's not the same. But it's not the same. So here's the thing. If she had consensual sex with him the first 5 times, and he says, yo, let's get it in the 6th time. Oh, no. Because it could have been a game they was playing. But my problem is when you get caught, because I believe it was consensual, based off the information that's available to me in this moment, I believe it was consensual. I believe it could be non-consensual when she got caught.
And her story changed.
And if it's a white woman, y'all seen my post, y'all know how I feel about white woman tears.
Yep. From the beginning of time, he took it.
Sharon says, I have PTSD secondary to military sexual trauma. Sharon, I got something for you, Sharon, that'll help you with the PTSD. Just let me know when you want it. Wait, that didn't come out right. Or
yeah, that sounded very
no, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say,
I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, thank you.
I know what you're talking about.
So for the people who listening on to the audio who may not get it, I believe in holistic healing. Okay, holistic healing. That's what I was referring to. Okay, I'm not trying to catch no scrape live on air. Although Sharon can get it, she could definitely get it for sure. Sharon is sexy as hell, I don't care about her age. Sharon is sexy. But
But yo, listen.
we're gonna talk about that because it's the one of the next topics we're gonna have to address that. Oh, Mimi, I see you. I don't want to say that on air though. I see you. Sharon said my trauma happened at my own hand. Oh wow. Maybe we could talk about that behind the scenes. Brandy says in college, I was beefing with these soccer players, but the school made an example out of me. Tried to show me that within this white school, I had to learn my place. Woo.
And guess what? They would have learned, one of them soccer players would have learned their place because I'd have fucked them up. If I got to pay,
God.
you got to pay.
Aisha Wallace says, I know that you're saying and I have PTSD too. I believe strongly in holistic healing. I love you, Big Shannon. Kilolo, I love you too. RJ, she definitely could have played victim when the management stepped in. Hey, listen, I made a post about this, I think before I went to jail, or I made it on Instagram, but it's something about white women tears that make me want to like do a soccer kick in their mouth.
Yep. And they know that shit worked for them.
I know that sound bad.
They know it worked for them.
But I've seen so many examples in this Karen era where it's so ridiculous that it's funny, but it's not funny because I be wanting to hit them with sledgehammers when it happens. And that's not good. Aisha Wilder, that came out wrong. I have a Tyler at my heels. Ish, don't worry about it. I know, love. Melly with
Melly
the
just
book.
wrote a book.
Melly said, man, the Philadelphia court system told my first son mom that because she didn't have a job, no means of getting employment, and no assets, that she does not have to pay me the back child support of $83,000. She didn't pay support. Oh, $83,000. She didn't pay support in 16 years. And they threw the whole $83,000 out, but was going to arrest me.
Yep.
For missing the first 2 months of child support when he was first born. So don't talk to me about this goofy shit. Whoa.
A man don't have a leg to stand on down there in child support.
Whoa. Christine said, these black men better stop messing with them white women. They gonna learn one day, shaking my head. So let me say this right quick. Because there's 2 sides to that coin, right? Me personally, I subscribe to the theory that you love who you love. But most of the time you love based off your proximity, right?
Your surroundings.
Your surroundings. So if you live in a predominantly white neighborhood,
that's what you're going to date.
That's what you're going to date. That's what you're going to be drawn to. That's what you're going to be prone to. Probably your first sexual experience was a white woman. Now, as a black person, if you never experienced a black woman, that's fucked up. That's bad. But at the same time, you wouldn't know.
You ain't messing with what you ain't have.
What they don't understand, and what those people, those black people who grew up in that proximity don't understand, is what we call nuance, right? What we call cultural nuance. They don't understand it. So they go off to college and you see them, you perceive them to be black, but it's something about them that's missing. Now they are black, but they don't have what, let's call it soul, okay? They don't have that soul and that cultural experience that we've had, because they still think the police are their friends. They still are comfortable around the cops. They still trust the cops, right? Because they don't know no better. They didn't grow up in that same environment. Now, where we have the advantage and where it hurts me is when we grow up in this community, make something out of ourselves, and then transfer elsewhere. That wealth to them. I have a huge problem with that. Because you come from this environment, which means You watched
You
your
know what
mother,
it is.
your grandmother, your sister, your aunts, your neighbors, all struggle.
Yep.
Yeah, we made it look fun. How much fun did we have growing up, OG?
Man, we wasn't struggling.
We
In my
wasn't
eyes, we
struggling.
wasn't struggling.
We ain't know because we didn't know any better.
Yeah.
But as you get older, you realize when you start
Like,
to
dang.
elevate
Yeah.
that, damn, that was fucked up.
Yeah.
It was a stretch in 1995 or 96 where we had a murder each week on our block.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
We ducked down alleyways to avoid gunfire. I watched 3 people get shot in a span of 2 weeks with my own eyes. I know I'm suffering from some type of PTSD. I know for a fact. That's why I stay in therapy. Now, when I say I seen 3 people get shot in the span of 2 weeks, that wasn't the only ones I seen in my life. Nah, no, not at all. I grew up down the bottom.
The first time I saw somebody get shot, I was like 12.
I'll do you one better. I was probably like 9, maybe 10. K Electric, WrestleMania had just came out. I think it was Hulk versus Andre the Giant. I can't really remember because that day I finally got it. It was the weekend. It was like a Saturday morning because I was in my mom's room. My mom was the only one who had a VCR in her room. We didn't have one in the living room and no shit like that. It was only in her room. And Joe worked at K Electric. He got the tape for us. I popped that bitch in. I'm losing my shit as a kid. I hear arguing outside of my mom window. I goes
Being
right
newsy
to be newsy. I open the window. I look out the window.
and witness the
Can't say
crime.
names, but
Witness the
person
crime.
A was across the street. Person B was directly in front of my door. Person A was like, "Where are my motherfucking glasses?" Person B was like, "Fuck you and them glasses. You ain't getting them back. Where my money at?" Person A said, "What?" Pull out a snub nose 38. Boom, 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 boom. I watched this motherfucker with my own eyes pull out the 38. I watched the first shot go off. It was so, I don't know if any of you know about a snub nose 38, but them some loud, thunderous sons of bitches. Brandy, they was Alpinos, Brandy, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, Brandy.
Yeah.
They was Alpinos.
She know. Brandy
She
know.
She know. And I saw the dust kick up off the ground from that first motherfucking shot. I was so shocked and shocked, I couldn't move. So as I looked down, I seen bullet after bullet after bullet hit this man. So much so it looked weird because he like was jumping and like break dancing, like trying to. Now that man lived, thank God. He did live. But I watched this man land face down on his face.
He got shot in the face that day, right?
He did.
Yeah.
Twitching in front of my door. Blood started to pour down the sidewalk. I never even called 911. I sat in that window till motherfucking help came. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I don't know what the fuck was going on in my mind other than I couldn't take my eyes off him because I felt like if I took my eyes off him, he was going to die. And my 9 or 10-year-old brain, that's what I was thinking. I know for sure I got PTSD, bro. I know for sure, but I'm in therapy consistently. But at the end of the day, this is what we go through, and this is what those people and those black men who grow up in proximity to white people don't have the same experience. Now, I'm not saying you need to be witnessing murder and all that shit, but what I'm saying is black culture, for lack of a better term, is like struggle culture.
Yeah.
And
You
I
know
don't
what's
want to
crazy?
see, I don't
That
want to
you-
get no wealth and not be able to help the black
then
women
forget.
in my
Yeah.
community.
You know what's crazy though? Like you just brought that up. I swear to God, like probably about 15 minutes, 20 minutes before we came on, I was having this conversation about trauma. And And I'm like, yo, just forget all the trauma that I've been through, out in the world, in the free world.
Right.
Everybody know, I was in jail before. I did 5 years or whatever,
Right.
a long time ago. But I've seen so much shit in there, and that shit was normal. And it wasn't still like afterwards or whatever. When you sit down and think, like, yo, that shit was crazy. Like I seen motherfuckers die. I seen motherfuckers get cracked in the head with weights. I seen motherfuckers get stabbed. I seen all kinds of shit. And that shit was normal. Like, well, fuck it, ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm gonna keep it moving and go in the cell and sit down, chill in the fucking yard. Motherfucker get cracked with a dumbbell. You just keep walking the track like fuck it. It was normal. The scream that the motherfucker let out when he get cracked with a fucking plate, a fucking plate,
nigga,
upside his fuck. The scream that shit, like right now,
nigga,
I can hear that shit right now, man.
You never forget it, bro. I was locked
and that
up.
Shit was, and that shit was normal though. Like, how the fuck do you that shit? How do you normalize that?
You can't. You have to get help because it's not normal. And you know how desensitized we get to certain shit that's just dangerous and reckless, that the people with proximity to white people who grew up in that environment, who never had the black experience, that shit would freak them out. Literally freak them out. Like, oh my God.
Yo, I seen so much crazy shit and had crazy shit happen to me.
Let's get to some of these comments, man, because I want to get off of this, man, because I'm starting to be triggered. Let's go back up to Melly and let's start there. No, not that one. Where he grew up at. No, let's start with Brandy, because that's where. So Brandy said Cartier frames, right? And she probably said that, but Brandy might not even been born then. But she probably heard the story. But that incident was definitely over some glasses, and it was some Alpinos, black frames with the gold rivets. Christine, Sharon Kilolo Jackson agreed. I watched someone get their head blown off. I was pregnant. That shit sent me into labor. I will never forget. I'm not saying all black people should have this experience. I'm just saying, when we talk about black men and women gravitating towards white people when they have success, it may not necessarily be their fault. If they never had the black and brown experience, you got to give them a pass. Tiffany Ann says, I wish I could hug you all. I'm so sorry you all had these experiences. Definitely does something to you mentally. Yes. Melly said, man, I grew up in 23rd and I grew up on 23rd and Diamond Street in the projects before they built the townhomes, was in the building, aka high rises. I got stories for days.
I went to Dobbins, and the motherfuckers from his projects used to get on the back of the bus and be fucking people up just for them being on the bus.
Q, what's up, Q? You just walked in. Well, not just walked in. You've been in for 5 minutes. Mimi, let me get Q. Get Q a sliding board. Sharon says, I've seen it on the block and in combat in Iraq. You see how crazy that is?
Yeah.
He's seen it on the block and in combat in Iraq.
My homie Tone was in Desert Storm and showed me pictures of shit. Man, that shit was crazy.
Ray said the bottom always been reckless, still is. Melly says trying to be there. No, he said try being there during murders. Damn near involved in some ish. Man, I don't drink, but y'all got me ready to take one. Goddamn. Ray, it's daily trauma. That is a fact. Mike Montgomery said, bro, I grew up at 15th and Clearfield, homie. I couldn't go to the park until I was 13 because of daily shootings down there. The 90s were different, and that's a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna do a couple more comments, and then I'm gonna move on. But when they gang warred in the 90s and shit, right? It was about some real money. You had corners doing $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a day in crack money or dope or powder. These youngins today killing you for likes, retweets, or listening to it or singing a song. Let that sink in. Let that sink in for a second. Your kids, and I'm saying your kids, because some of y'all motherfuckers be acting like,
not my kid,
not my kid, not my son, and never. How come we just had an incident? I know I'm all over the place. Please,
that why shit, man.
Thank you. We just had an incident where
Yo, I was so fucking mad watching that video.
Like 30, 40 kids go into
no, it was more than that, man.
How
you see the parking lot?
They went in there and destroyed.
Just picking shit up, throwing it.
Destroyed.
They wasn't stealing. They just was throwing the shit down like
insane. My problem is, I said this before, I'm gonna say it again. Get mad at fuck you. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. I stand on what I said. I'm standing on it now. As a parent, get your fucking kids, because they're out here doing nut shit, shooting and killing people. They should be charging y'all motherfuckers with conspiracy. I said what I said. I said what the fuck I said. If you are not a fit enough parent to know where your kid is, and every fucking kid on the planet got one of these. Every single fucking one of them got one of these.
Tracker.
You know what you can do with this? You can track every single fucking move. Yet these kids out here killing each other at an alarming rate. Nobody know what's going on. Nobody know where their kids at. Yet when your kid is the victim, he never did nothing to nobody.
He ain't never did, yeah.
Not my baby.
Like that shit yesterday.
Not
you got kids coming home from a football scrimmage, and these motherfuckers pull up. They showed the video. They showed the video of them shooting those kids down, running down. Like they didn't just stop and stand there and shoot. They chased the motherfuckers down. Kids coming from a football practice, a football scrimmage.
When they catch them and it's your kid, you should be charged.
You should be able to do the same thing to them. Fuck that.
Do not fucking tell me. Do not tell me, oh, we can't watch them 24/7.
You're not watching them at all.
Oh, we gotta go to work. Because let me ask you a question, and I'm asking every fucking parent in the chat listening to the audio on whatever streaming service you listening to the podcast on. Would you rather A, know where your kid is at all time, keep an eye on them, make sure they stay safe, which means you have to do the work? Are you willing to put in the work so that your child stays safe and keeps the community safe? Or would you rather be burying your child? You choose. Would you rather do the work? So let me ask you this. Is there ever any excuse for you not to know where your kids are?
Hell no.
Is there ever
not as a juvenile? No, hell no.
Come on, man. You ask every parent in here what they would rather be: a happy, healthy child living, fulfilling their goals, destinies, and dreams, or buried 6 feet deep in the ground
at 14.
At 14,
that kid was 14, coming from football scrimmage. He died.
Don't tell me We don't know where all the guns be at. Somebody ask me that.
They not hiding them outside.
Where all the guns be at?
They not hiding them outside.
All these young killers, all of them got ops. You think they walking in the house or going home without the pistol, the Draco, the ladder, the extended, the switch? Fuck no. As a parent, it is your job. Please, somebody tell me, why was they letting their kids walk around with hoodies all summer?
In the summertime?
As a parent.
And you let your kid go out there with that shit on?
How many of you got kids that you allow to walk out the house in 100-degree weather with a hoodie on? If you that parent,
you're part of the problem.
Conspiracy.
You're part of the problem.
You get charged too. You get charged too.
I don't want to hear what he wanted to wear it. I don't give a fuck what he wanted to do.
I don't. Listen. These kids are not your friends. Your is to parent them. Sometimes kids don't want to hear no. Sharon, you raising your hand? Your son was walking out the house in 90-degree weather with a hoodie on? Oh, I need to know. Q, okay, dumb. 100-degree weather, hoodie, and a fucking ski mask. Are you okay with that? You Sharon, are we talking about little pink ass? Kelly, you let your kid walk out like that, Kelly? That's why you raising your hand? I need to know. Because I'm telling you now, if you let your kid walk out like that,
you're part of the problem.
You're part of the problem. And Kelly, I'm telling you now, I like you. You're a very nice woman. Very nice podcast. You and Sharon should get charged with conspiracy if y'all kids is out there committing any crimes. Because there's absolutely no reason for you to let your son walk out the door, son or daughter, walk out the door 100 degrees with a fucking hoodie on.
And a ski mask.
Now, here's my other problem. Here's the flip side to that coin, right? Here's the flip side to that coin. If they ain't out there committing the crime, they could easily become a target and
become a target
of that crime.
Now you out there like
what?
Like
the ops.
Like yeah.
Like you with the game.
Like you about that.
Like that's your lifestyle. So I don't want to see either one of you on the news talking about, no, they was good kids. They didn't do anything. Because you got to accept accountability.
What comes with it?
You got to accept that. I stand on it. I like Kelly. I like you. Sharon, you know I love you. But at the end of the day, if your kids is out there dressing like that, they get caught up or do the catching up or running down or spinning the block, y'all should be charged with conspiracy and get the same amount of time that your kids get. And try them as an adult.
Yep. Ain't no baby booking. Ain't no baby booking.
Listen, you have to parent your kids. You have to parent your kids.
And listen to this wild shit. They arrested a juvenile and his mom, and they're looking for the dad for killing PNB Rock. So you mean to tell me that the parents hit a lick with their fucking child? The 17-year-old was the one supposed to kill them.
Send the whole family. Put them in the same jail under the motherfucker.
The mom and the son is locked up right now. The dad is on the lam.
Put them under the jail. Give me my man Vaughn Thompson. Give him a sliding board and give me his comment.
Yeah. He got to give his introductory.
Yeah, he got to get his intro. Mimi, give me his comment and give me the intro. Vaughn, quick story about Vaughn. That's my man, knee high to a grasshopper. We went to school together. His name, Vaughn Thompson, but we used to call him Vaughn T.T. Thompson. I ain't going to tell the story on why we used to call him that, but Vaughn got one of the dopest. Mimi, what are we doing, Mimi? Why are you taking the comment down? Vaughn got one of the dopest, like, construction companies I've ever seen in my life. He does like houses and shit. Like he show you the before and after, but Vaughn will give you the on the way. Vaughn shit be clean, like prestigious. So shout out to Vaughn, one of my Salzburger classmates who made it up out the bullshit, who doing really well for himself. He said the biggest problem with our children, especially teenagers, is they have no sense of consequences because we can't discipline them.
Yes, you can.
Fucking mind, Vaughn.
Yes, you can.
Who
Because guess
can't
what?
discipline who?
If you telling me that I can't discipline them,
Who can't discipline who?
You take them and raise them then. You ain't gonna tell me what I can do with mine when it comes to discipline.
You call anybody on me, pack your bag, because that's where you're going for the rest of your life.
Yep, you going with them.
Vaughn, Kelly needs to contact you. She has a construction need. Vaughn, top notch. I'm telling you, I give my friends they flowers, man. Vaughn is now. Here's the thing. Don't call Vaughn if you want cheap. He ain't cheap.
No, it ain't about.
If you want the best quality,
he get paid for what he do. He get paid for what he do.
Vaughn going. I'm telling you, he's going to exceed your expectations. I'll just leave it at that. He's going to exceed your expectations. Tyra Mitchell, you are new. Let me get Tyra Mitchell's
You got to give her introductory. I would go down on the Big Exclusive podcast. We start you off, bust your cherry just like that. You're going to be laughing the rest of the time.
Brandy, I will send Vaughn the RFQ. Oh, wait a minute. Breaking news. This here, Miss Tyra Mitchell. We got to stop the presses for a second.
You got to get one, though.
We got to roll out the red carpet. So
that means she get it back to back then.
We're going to give her another one, okay? That fucking roll. Miss Tyra Mitchell just ain't any old body in the chat, right? She happens to be the mother of our super producer, Mimi Santana. So everybody welcome Miss Tyra Mitchell to the Big Exclusive podcast.
So we gotta watch our mouth then.
No, she know we grown. We both got gray in our beards. She be all right. You be
dying yours though.
Nah, I never Beijing. You fuck you. Q said, real talk at Tyra. That's me. I'm listening to what they listening to, watching what they watching. I'm on they asses. Facts. Why do parents act like they don't have YouTube, bro? These
they got it for everything else.
Be
they
making
YouTube for everything
videos.
Else. They're making videos saying what they doing.
With all the pistols.
Yeah.
All the pistols.
All of them.
They got all the pistols, all the Dracos, all that goofy shit, right? But they parents don't never see the YouTube videos, bro. Why don't they ever see the YouTube videos?
They do. They act like they don't.
Oh, they Stevie Wonder to the bullshit.
Yeah.
Jail. Send them to jail.
Under the jail.
Miss Mitchell said, my question is, why are they out there after dark? We had to be in air reach as dusk, not dark. When the street lights came on,
your ass better been in the house.
You on the step.
Don't let them lights
maximum on the step. If you ain't in the house, you got to be on the front step.
Don't let her have to call you.
Don't make. Where Christine?
Don't let her have to call you.
Yo, Christine got my mom down pat when it comes to her calling for us when we out of earshot or out of sight.
Yo, my neighbor, his mom, matter of fact, she just passed a few weeks ago. Rest in peace to Willie Jr. mom, man. Willie Jr. was hard-headed than the motherfucker, man.
So wait, what happened?
He used to be always late. The lights used to always beat him. His mom used to always be at the door, howling up the street, Willie Jr., get here.
So,
And she used to whoop his ass.
Miss Sharon. This is Miss Sharon's comment.
And how
She
old
said,
is that kid?
don't hold me
Is this kid a
accountable
juvenile? Is this kid a juvenile?
for my kid, for what my kid did or does.
If he lived with you, I am. If he's under your roof and your care, I am.
Let me add the caveat to it. If they are 18 or younger, living under, matter of fact, I don't give a fuck how old they is. If they living under your roof, conspiracy.
You are accountable.
Are accountable. They living under your roof. The guns is in your house. The drugs is in your house. All that shit is in your house. Now, if they 18 and younger in your house, you're especially getting conspiracy because you responsible for him. Don't tell me how slick he was,
I
because
don't want to hear none of that because you know.
it's like you can see the red flags in the relationships with the men.
You can see that shit with your
You
child.
see that shit in your kid. You see behaviors start to change. They start coming in late. They start challenging your authority more. They start being extra secret and secretive and sneaky. They start coming in looking high, right? They start, wait a minute, Sharon, nope, it's not my house. What are you talking about? You must have extenuating circumstances, Miss Jackson. You must have extenuating circumstances. Because if they on their own, they live separate from you, then you should not be charged. They shouldn't come fuck with you. They're responsible for
That's
themselves.
why we added the fact that if he lived under your roof,
Right.
you are responsible.
Right. This is what I'm saying. So don't tell me that you're not responsible, because you should be responsible. You can see all the red flags in these men. Q, I see you accessory. No, I want conspiracy, because I want them to get the same. Because that's going to light a fire under their asses to start paying attention to these kids and be fucking parents.
Yep.
Sharon, you can get tagged in. Vaughn giving out his information. Anybody needs any damn, I'm talking too much. Anybody need any renovations? You can check my work out on my page. That's Vaughn Thompson. And give me a call if you like what you see. His number is 610-809-2005. Once again,
we let you get a shameless plug, Vaughn.
If you're in the Philadelphia or tri-state area and you need some renovations done, call my man Vaughn Thompson, 610-809-2005. Hey, Vaughn, I'm going to need a cut of that check, and you're going to have to be a sponsor to the show from now on, bro.
Now, Vaughn just got to buy a hoodie just for that right there, for that shameless plug.
Yeah, for
make Vaughn buy a hoodie.
Kareem said our parents was on our asses. Melly, I'm about to give you the link, bro. We missed this shit. And you ain't gonna be on here being a fucking director from the comments. That's what we not gonna do.
Yeah, what the fuck is Roll at?
I don't know where Roll at. That's a good question. All right. Melly, part of the problem is the parents. These parents want to be kids' friends rather than their parents. They out here turning up with their kids, not structuring them. These parents are getting their second and third win.
A fucking disgrace. How the fuck do you hang with your kid? You party with your child. I don't give a fuck how old my child is. I'm not partying with her.
Sharon, I'm about to inbox you. Because you're on some 52-year-old shit to my video me in. Oh, Sharon sent me a message. That's what I'm saying. My friends fuck with me, man. Y'all really fuck with me on the Big Exclusive Podcast, man. This is why I fuck with y'all. Because y'all really do fuck with me. Y'all be checking on me and shit. Wait, why is it taking so long to load up? Mimi, are you friends with Sharon? Yeah, she said, I'm old school. Okay, all right. Let me reload my Facebook.
I'm old school too, Sharon, so cut it out. Get with the times. Come on out of that cave.
She be out there gallivanting and shit. She just be playing old. She ain't old.
When she want to.
Exactly. Here we go. Lisa Carter, my mom wouldn't even let my 30-year-old bro smoke weed in front of her. Damn. OG, stop it. Lisa Carter, don't do anything in front of my mom but drink liquor. Yeah, Tremaine, like, I get it. I'm sorry. I said her whole. I'm sorry, Brandy. Aunt Maina. Aunt Maina. Q said, these kids really ain't shit, but reflections of their parents. I said what I said. That's why the fuck they need to be charged. Because they neglectful. Miss Tyra Mitchell says, stop enabling them just because. What?
Yep.
Mike, my biggest problem I see is that there are no more big mamas who could teach the kids the history of the struggle was like for them so they could appreciate and want to do better. Mike, I think that's part of the problem. But here's the thing for me. Melly said, remember, I'm DJing. I see this shit. Mom and daughter fucking the same dude. Pop, son, eyeing their same candy. They all come asking me to play songs. I see this ish. Tiff said, you saw her in the comments talking about stop cussing, Tiffany. Embarrassing. Yeah, I remember that. Brandy, big mama now, age 36. They're still in the streets. Vaughn, it's a time and place for everything. And my children's friend, I'm my children's friend, but that doesn't take precedence over parenting. However, the system helps the generational gap. Melly, what? Ray, these kids do what they do because they know they can get away with it. Facts. Q, big mama is like 30. So here's another problem I see. This is the Sharon says, I don't have near grandchild. Sharon, check your inbox. Give it when it asks you, hit the link, and when it asks you to allow, hit yes and hit camera and audio. All right, and come backstage. It's got to be quick though. We only got 15 minutes, and don't forget, folks, we leading into the Rabbit Hole 13, making his debut on the Big Exclusive Network tonight. That's Bianca Monroe, Mr. Cheese, and Taj Mahal.
And Sharon, if you don't get it right this time, we're gonna offer you that Purple Phonics book.
Huh?
If Sharon can't get it right after you just subscribed it to her, we're gonna send her that Purple Phonics book in the mail.
So one of the biggest problems I see with the kids nowadays that's scary as fuck to me, bro.
They're not afraid of anything.
No. Only YouTube. Bianca, you out of pocket. You know better than to do that, like B. Montega, what's up? Is that Montega or is it Brethren Samuels? Would you say, OG, they don't value life?
Oh, and they have no fear. They fearless.
That's what I was gonna say. You nailed it, bro. They act like it's GTA. You can kill a motherfucker and you will respawn in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Life is not fucking respawning.
You only get
they
one.
Get these guns and they kill people dead. Kids are gone forever. 13, 14, 15, gone forever. And they act like they're going to respawn and they're not. It's not life is not a video game. You kill somebody, they're gone forever. And then you go into jail forever. They talking about riding for a block that they don't own. And I just told y'all in the previous episode, Old Block in Chicago, one of the deadliest blocks.
It got sold.
One of the deadly. Bro, you got to learn to control yourself, bro. Damn, you fucking up my whole mojo with that. The crackers came through. They was dying about Old Block, bro.
Yep.
Killing each other about Old Block. And them motherfuckers sold the whole block.
Yep.
They gotta get
now
the fuck out of here.
Pack up.
Pack up, get gone. And Sharon figured it out. We about to bring her in. Tiffany said, I told my oldest son, you end up messing around and getting somebody pregnant, your life is over. Forget about everything because I'm not taking care of no kid I didn't birth. We have real life conversations with our children, no filter. You have to be honest with these kids, especially with social media trying to parent them. That's a fact, Jack. OG will tell you, I don't hide nothing from my kids. They know everything. Melly said, Tiff, yeah, this issues all the time. I be in the middle like, what the hell are you doing here with your daughter? I watch your mom and the daughter after same stripper at a bachelor party. Come on, Melly, your life is wild, bro. Brandy, life has no value for them. Niggas' goal is to be a fucking shirt. Facts.
Honest,
Justin, he said, plus, these youngers really can't fight. Growing up, you would rumble and let it be that. If guns got involved, it was over money. I just said that earlier. They was killing over blocks that did 50,000. Tiffany Ann, my best friend's 18-year-old son was just shot 9 times over some neighborhood bullshit beef. Damn. Let's welcome in. I don't even know if I want to let her in. I don't even like the look on her face right now.
You could drop her at any moment, though.
I sure can. Mimi, let us get Miss Key Lolo, please. Hi. Yeah, wait a minute. Hold on. Get your camera right. Fix it.
My camera is right.
Lower. Yeah, turn it to the
It's
left.
cold in your room? Is it cold in your room?
Headlights always on.
Okay.
It is what it is.
It's just dark, huh?
Anyway,
Shout out to Tia and Tamara.
Tia and Tamara, Dr. Mark Solomon, this damn thing. Anyway, focus.
So come on, let's get straight to it. We only got 12 minutes left. We
yeah,
gotta get
so
to the rabbit
straight
hole
to it.
podcast.
Don't hold me accountable for what my kid did, because I teach my kid right from wrong. I don't know how many people I know that was brought up in the right household but did the opposite fucking left. Don't hold me for what my kid did when I told them right. You can't make them do something that they don't want to do.
Well, put them the fuck out there.
The one that's still here is 14, must be 15. His father is a cop. I'm ex-military. So when I moved over here to Cherry Hill, the hills of Cherry, hold my pinky up, I was fussing at him. Somebody called the cops on me saying that my child was in danger.
Well, let them keep calling them then.
No, wait. But okay, so I'm fussing at my kid because I'm from north. I'm from down north. So I'm in the shower and he's like, Mom, it's the cop at the door. The fuck for what? Why the cop at my fucking door? Because they heard me being loud. Get used to that shit. You ain't hear no furniture moving? Get used to that shit. So don't hold me accountable for what I tell my child right from wrong, and they do the asshole opposite of what I told them. No.
So you let your 14-year-old walk out in the summertime with a ski mask and a hoodie on?
Ain't no ski mask. He had a hoodie on, but when he came in here, red, like red. Like, dude, that's what you want to do? So when you pass out, don't call me. You want to wear that hot-ass hoodie? Wear that shit. But when you pass out, let them know my mom had said, because your mom had said, don't do that dumb shit. But you want to hold me accountable for my kid out here doing fuck shit at fucking Wawa.
Yes.
No, you're not going to hold me accountable for that.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He's a juvenile.
No, you're
You
not.
his parent, and you know he's doing it.
Say again?
He's a juvenile. You his parent. He live in your house, and you know he's doing
Let me
it.
ask you this. Does your son have a phone?
Yes. And I track him. I have a tracker on his phone. I know where he is at all times.
Perfect. So if that happened and you tracked your son's phone and he was at Wawa, would you turn him in?
Absolutely. If you're doing the right
you
thing,
good
I'm in
then.
your corner. If you
So
fuck
what
up,
so what are you talking about, Sharon? Like you good?
You good.
what, OG? Because I feel like we
Good.
got to
Like, what are you
tussle a little
talking
bit.
about?
You want to
Like-
tussle? We want to tussle.
Yeah.
What's up?
I ain't got no problem wrestling with
I
people.
can't even see you. It's a
That's all. That's all.
If my
good to me.
kid, I got 3. My twins
So
are
let me ask you a
23
question.
and
So
pink
your
ass is
14-year-old
about to be 15. If my kids fuck up, I'm taking y'all over there. You're not busting in my door for something that you did.
All right,
that
so guess what? You don't have to be accountable because you're doing what you're supposed to do as a parent when it
Exactly.
comes to that.
But that don't mean they won't do the opposite. You can teach a kid right from wrong. Don't tell me
We didn't
they
say
do
that.
the opposite.
We
It's
not-
on
We didn't
me.
say that.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
didn't say that.
No. That's what I'm saying. That's what y'all said.
No, that's
Hold
not
the
what we
parent
said.
accountable. No. If I
Yeah.
listen. This one no. His friends know. If I pull up on them with this face,
If
I
we're
cut
talking
kids
about,
out. I don't care if you came from me or not.
we're talking about the parents that are allowing their kids to run rampant in these
No,
fucking streets.
no, y'all wasn't. Y'all said hold the parent accountable.
If
for
your
what they
child
did.
is out there running crazy, you
No.
gotta know it.
No,
You know
if I
it.
tell my kid right from wrong, he know how I stand. He know how his dad stand, and he do opposite. I'm gonna be held accountable for his fuck up? No,
If your child is out there running around crazy, you know it.
Sharon.
You know
no,
it.
I don't.
Hold on.
No, if I know he's doing it, I'm gonna fuck him up before anybody else can. Fuck his dad, fuck whoever. I'm gonna listen. I'm about the shits. My kid knows. His friends like, hi, Miss Sharon. Yeah, what y'all doing? The fuck is going on?
So this is what I'm saying. Bring it down just a little bit. We're gonna have
you real sharp.
We're gonna be nice. We're gonna be nice.
Shut up, OG.
Leave it right there.
That's why you need to tussle anyway.
Leave it right there, Sharon. Leave it right there.
Because we might be the same age, OG. Because you might not be an OG.
I'm slightly older than you, but we're in the same age group.
How old? You 50 what?
4.
You got me by 2. Sit your ass down. Anyway, go ahead.
I said slightly older, but we're in the same age group.
That's not even. Anyway,
all the same.
Go ahead, Shannon. Go ahead,
Shannon. All the same laying down, Kilolo.
All right, stop pitching woo for a second, bro. Damn.
You know how I am, Shannon.
Listen, right? I know. So,
but OG need to. You need a female OG. That's me.
You can't stand it.
You definitely the female OG. But here's what we're saying. I think you're missing the point.
I didn't get the point. Y'all said hold the parent accountable. Why would I be held accountable if I teach my kid right from wrong and they do the opposite?
All right, you never gonna get an answer if you just keep interrupting.
You worse than me.
So, is that big exclusive wine?
You got dry? I thought you on there sweet.
I got some dry for you. Yeah, because I'm about to mute you. But here's the point. When I say hold parents accountable, what I'm talking about is the parents who are neglectful and negligent when it comes to
because you didn't say the
finish. Can he finish?
When it comes to that part, you cannot keep your finger down, Sharon. You cannot be allowing your kids to be out here running rampant because they running rampant in the street, they running rampant in the household. Again, parents act like they don't see a lot of shit going on with their kids. You seem to be paying attention to your kid, which means
you don't have a gripe with us.
You don't have the same issue, right?
It's not parenting accountable. Remember that part?
Yeah, if
you was on mute, so we don't hear what you said.
I can't even see your fucking tan ass. So shut up, OG. Anyway, y'all didn't say hold the parent that doesn't parent. Y'all didn't say that. Because again, I know people that came from
the context of what we was talking about leads you to believe that that's what we were saying, though.
I didn't hear that part.
I'm not repeating it, Kilolo.
Anyway, again,
real quick, we got 5 minutes, right? I want to say thank you for coming on the show and being.
Y'all gonna see more of me. It's gonna happen.
Do 5 jumping jacks.
Yeah, do 5 jumping jacks for us before you get out of here.
I'm on the couch. I ain't jumping nothing.
All right, well, just give me a wiggle right quick so I can get you out of here. Bye, Tia. Bye, Tamara. Thanks for coming through. I'm out of control. OG's out of control. Sharon's out of control. The whole damn podcast out of control. We didn't get to none of our other topics, OG. but it was
Malika
fun.
Andrews, you got off the hook. You funky dog head bitch.
I got it off my chest, bro. I got it off my chest. We got to get ready. Please stick around for the Rabbit Hole 13 with Mr. Cheese, Taj Mahal, and Bianca Monroe starting in 4 minutes. Special
Bianca's gonna
shout
be
out.
ass naked tonight, y'all. Tune in.
Shout out to everybody who locked in for the Big Exclusive Podcast on this surprise night. Y'all killed it on the share button. Y'all killed it on the comments. Next time, we will be back. Regularly scheduled program Tuesday night. Okay? Keep it locked to the Big
I won't be
Exclusive
in the
Network.
dark.
Get you some Big Exclusive merchandise. We got the hoodies out. We got these baseball type Jones. You get the Big Exclusive Podcast hoodie if you are so much inclined to, because things get expensive. We be taking donations at Big Exclusive on Cash App. Please, if you can find it in your heart to give me your money, I'll take it.
We
But it's
take
for-
goods too. We accept goods.
We accept services. With
Goods
that
and
being
services.
said, final
Goods
thought,
and
OG.
services.
Goods and services. Final thoughts.
You know how I do it, man.
Facts. Kayla, Cameron, Daddy, love you. Sky's the limit. The world is yours. There's nothing in this world that you can't have as long as you're willing to work for it and never trade your time for money. Mimi Santana, special shout out to you for holding down the Big Exclusive Network as a whole. Guys, she is extremely valuable, and I can't thank her enough for holding this down. Brandy, real quick. Brandy was one of the first ones to actually donate to the network. She always going to hold a special place in my heart. Brandy, I appreciate you. I love you. And normally she wins the comments. But that's it for the Big Exclusive Podcast. We are out. Stick around for the Rabbit Hole 13 coming at you in not 1 but 2 minutes. Good night, y'all.